All right, Aquarius, here we go. We're going to look at your energy. You're checking to see what the heck is going on. We're going to get the overall vibe, the theme, the blockers. It's everything, really. What's in the mind, what you need to let go of, some good solid advice. So, Aquarius, what's your theme? Is the Ten of Pentacles. It seems like things are going well for you, right? It's time to really buckle down a little bit so you can start on a new thing because you've already gained everything you can in your current situation. And now it's time to move forward because if you stay too long comfortable, you become stagnant. So, Ten of Pentacles is all around. They say generational wealth. They say it's like at the end of the game, it's kind of like a bunch of apples growing on a tree. And if you don't pluck the apple, what happens? It rots, falls off. You can't use it. So you don't want to. You want to harvest it. So you're already at that stage. You're ready to start over on something new. Okay. That's what the theme is. You got to start over because you've already got real comfortable. And now if you don't move forward, you're going to get stagnant. What could block you, though, is that you're feeling a little bit out of sorts emotionally. So maybe there's somebody special in your life that just isn't clicking with you right now and it's draining you and it's keeping you from moving forward. It's just maybe you got some pain going on, Aquarius, a little bit of issues that you're just not really ready to move forward. Okay? Because it's emotional. Something emotional is really hitting you pretty hard. And what could that be? Well, it's heartache from the mind being broken so bad. So someone hurt you really bad and it was methodical. You see the swords in the heart here? They're strategically placed. They're not random, which means that whoever hurt you, they knew what they were doing and they did it on purpose. And you feel betrayed. And because of that, that's why the Ace of Cups showed up reverse as well. You don't trust yourself to move forward. It's like, yeah, you're happy and everything is good financially, health wise, everything materializes great, but you're becoming stagnant because somebody did something that destroyed you. Three. It hurt like hell. 4, 3 and 1's 4. It broke your stability. 14 with the 10 becomes a 5. It's put you in a position of disarray. All right. And you know that. And you know you have to get over that because if you don't, then nothing's going to change, right? You keep in the same pattern. And so, what's the root cause of all this? What's really behind this? Nine of Swords, you feel betrayed. They stabbed you in the back. They, I want to say, purposely hurt you by planning it. It was not a random act. And the Three of Swords back that up. And what's really bugging you is that they kind of went dark on you, ghosted you, they gray rocked you for whatever reason, and just were reckless in the way they handled the situation because there was a decision that you made that they didn't like. And because of that, they wanted to punish you for it. So you're standing here, right? Like you're doing well in life and you're holding on to your passion. You know what you want. Other one's planted firmly. The plant that one that's firm is you're ready to start over. One is you now made a decision to move forward, the world in your hand. But they didn't like that because it wasn't going according to what their plan was. And so they want to kind of break up the happy family vibe. Now, I'm not saying this is your spouse or anything, or even like a girlfriend or boyfriend, or it could even be like maybe instead it could be a business relationship, or whatever it is. The other person wants to just take you down and they want to wreck you emotionally. And they did that. Even here, the 10 of Cups is flipped. So it feels like it's a family situation or a relationship situation where it's kind of personal because Ace of Cups is more like somebody very close to you and they just had to wreck you. They didn't like your decision. They said, no, I want my way. And you're like, no, I'm not having it. And so they, boom, purposely planted those swords into your heart, into your mind to bring you down. Okay. So how do you really move forward? Like, what do you got to let go of in order to fix this thing, Emperor? You know what? Don't play their game and don't go into a power position of like you're going to become a tyrant to get them back. This time, Aquarius, let it go in the sense that let them go. If they're already out the door, don't worry about it. If they're still in your life, then do not become heavy-handed with it because all it's going to do is cause more fire. And heavy-handed, I'm not talking about like, in the physical sense, it's more like emotional sense or the thought sense, right? And the things that you say with a sharp tongue or being shrewd, don't do that. Don't do that because being an air sign, you're very intellectual. So you can probably outsmart them, outwit them, but at what cost? 'Cause this is the Emperor upside down. And so it's saying, don't become tyrannical. Don't do it. Back off and let things kind of like cool down and simmer. Release that anger, release that fire, and let the air. I know the air will stroke the flame, but also let it burn the flame out. Okay? That's what I'm feeling for you, Aquarius, right now. And then the advice would be to maybe what you want to do is that get them involved. So if they're still in your life and it's not completely a wreck, then maybe you want to have a little bit of playfulness with them with the idea. So maybe bring them in to the decision rather than trying to run it yourself. I'm feeling that from the Emperor energy here. Let them come in and partake of it. Because if not, it's just going to railroad even more. So again, I don't know if this is a relationship as in a couple or relationship as in a business. It kind of does feel a little bit business because of the Pentacles here. Because it shows that you guys have gained wealth in this situation. You're ready to expand it and grow it, especially with the two making decisions. But the Cups is also kind of makes me think about relationships as in like closeness. But I don't know. It's kind of like it can play. Maybe it's a partner that's also you're involved with. But whatever it might be, is if you want to fix it, you're going to have to let them get involved and make them also realize that not everything is done on luck. It's not like we'll make a wish and make your dreams come true. No, it's going to take a little bit of work and decisions have to be made. Somebody has to be the leader. I think that's a problem is that you have two people who want to dominate and control type A personalities, but that doesn't work because it just leads to more frustration and things not working out. And so then what then happens next is the communication just comes firing at you. So rather than be able to sit and think about what needs to be done, it just turns into total chaos. So instead, let them come in, right? Get them involved a little bit more. Make them realize that you have to act fast, Eight of Wands. So when decisions come, you have to act fast. And it just isn't going to be off of things are going to be all great because it has to be methodical and thought through. All right? That's what the energy is showing us right now for you, Aquarius. Okay? So now we're going to go ahead to the Oracle to see what it has to say. All right? A little more clarity here, a little more advice for you. Now, I know that maybe my readings aren't tickling the ears, but that's not what Tarot with Twist is about. I'm here to tell how the energy is showing me, how the universe is relaying it. If you want your ear tickled, this is probably your best channel. If you want to hear what you need to hear, then this is exactly where you need to be right now. Okay. It says surrender to the divine, right? And so when you think about that, if you're always the nature of wanting to control things, you got to sometimes surrender that feeling to a higher power, whether it be God, whether it be the collective consciousness, whatever it is for you, you got to surrender to that in order to get things back in control with this other person that you're dealing with right now. And then you're very close to achieving your goal. So if you get them involved, then you can maybe fix this and it can resolve. I'm not saying it's going to be good. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. I'm saying you got to get them involved a little bit of playfulness to let them see what's really like making it a good decision or a decision that has to be done quickly, the 8, because if you wait, you lose, right? So when you can show that when you can show them that, then you can achieve your goal because now you're going to work together again. And then nothing yet is set in stone. This card has come up on almost on every single sign, every single one of them so far for this week. Because you can pick your destiny. You choose the path forward. That's why it's not set in stone. It's like water. Things change. They change with the current. You flow with it, right? Don't be the tyrant. And then you got the energy is gaining momentum. Because once you start collaborating with this other person, then things will start moving for the good rather than always being like a weird struggle holding you all back. Okay, I'm going to do one more card because I'm feeling to pull one more card. And it tells us that adjustments are required. See what I'm saying? Isn't that funny how that these cards are aligning 100% with the Oracle? I said you have to bring them involved a little bit, make them realize that things aren't always like, oh, it's going to be great. Like, it's going to be all wonderful. And that messages come quick is because you have to make a decision fast or a business can die and then you lose everything, right? And so adjustments are required. So make your adjustments and things will start working out a little bit better for you, Aquarius, okay? So now we're going to run some dice here to get the energy of this because numbers never lie. They're the universal truth. Oh, we have a 6. This is really crazy. So you think about that, right? 5s are all around struggle or they could be around freedom, depending on how you act, okay? And what's interesting too, what card is that? It's a 5 of Wands. See? So it's showing you, it's mirroring that. And it's saying you have to make a change, do something differently. The Ace of Cups, the 1. And if you can do that, you have the 6, which then you become balanced again. You have harmony and peace back. But the only way you can do that is by making a change to make that 5 peaceful and freeing for the other person, make them feel like they're involved with you rather than working against you. And then your 6 comes right into alignment. Anyway, Aquarius, that's reading I have for you. If this resonated and hit you pretty good and you wanted something private for yourself, head over to wordtothetwist.com, book a reading, and I will be there waiting. All right, until next time, see y'all later. Bye now.